Yo, what's up, jazz guitar friends? Larry Tambanini here with Jazz Guitar Under 5 Minutes. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Hershey the dog. Yo, it was a rainy day here in Doylestown. We're all dried off, and what better day to work on endings, outros. One of the toughest things to do when you're playing jazz guitar, right? How many times have you been in this situation where you've played the melody and it's gone well, you've taken a nice solo, the band's played well, the trades have gone well, the melody out is going well, it gets to the ending, you hesitate for a second, there's a little bit of a train wreck, you sort of landed on the Hudson, everybody laughs it off, you go on to the next song, but you're really not going on to the next song, are you? You're thinking about, oh my gosh, how did I take a dump on Days of Wine and Roses? I'm playing for so long, like I should really be able to end some songs. Well, have no fear, guitar players. Here's a tip, right? So endings are very difficult to do, and it's really good to have at least 3 to 5 endings, and it's really good to have different speed of endings, right? You know, it's real easy to get into the habit of just sort of like getting into slow down mode for guitar players, and every time you just sort of like get into the slow, and you're just gonna like somehow get there. But you don't want to do that on every single tune, right? Sure, some songs have like built-in songs, you know, built-in endings. You get a couple of those, but you know what? There's going to be a couple songs that you have to end, and there's going to be a couple songs that you might have to end at tempo, right? So this is where this outro, I like to call it the Red Garland outro, comes in handy. And if I'm in the key of F, I'm going to be thinking about my flat 6. And I'm just going to play this. It kind of falls really easy on the guitar, too. Right? And I'm just going to play that simple voicing all on my 9th fret. And I'm going to ride this all the way down. I'm going to sort of feel like I'm playing on the end of 4, too. So I would go like 1, 2, I use that all the way down chromatically, from D all the way down to G. It's important to get that rhythm. And then I have the option to either go to my 5, or in this case I went. And then however you want to end it, there it is. I like to call that the kitchen sink ending, because you sort of get a couple of 7s in there, you get a 6, you get a 9, you get a 3rd. It's pretty cool chord. All right, so being able to have that way to get out quick is really important for guitar players. Sometimes you're just waiting for somebody in the rhythm section to give you a cue. Yo, guitar players, if it's your gig and you call the song, you need to be responsible for ending the song. So like I said, try to get a good 3 to 5 stock endings under your fingers. And this is a really easy one. If I was in the key of C, right? It's easy in the key of C because I can sort of come up, you know, from this A flat minor. You know, ooh, a little rattly there, right? So that's really nice. That time I kind of put the 9th in there. And obviously, right, you can do the same thing. If I... right? Ooh, right. Well, sharp 11 on that ending there. So that time all I did was, instead of playing a D flat there, I kind of put it up top. So guitar players, when you're thinking about playing outros, be decisive and have a couple of moves in your bag ready to go. Otherwise, you're just going to maybe try to have to wing it every time, and you never want to be in that situation. We all talk about like jazz as an improvised music, but it's always good to have a way out, right? Nothing wrong with having a plan, right? Not just going to expect the magical jazz fairies to come down and just kind of like bless that ending. Got to be able to steer the ship. So this is a good one.